Welcome back, YouTubers. It's Linda with Sweet Soul Soaps. Today we are making a green tea cold processed soap. We are going to be using rose clay, titanium dioxide, wonderful purple sea moss gel from Plants and Teas. Go follow her on IG. The green tea that we're using today is actually, I got it on Amazon in bulk. It's a Honey and Sons Japanese sencha green tea. There is no water in this recipe at all. We are using, for the water portion of the recipe, we are using the sea moss gel that is already soaked and pre-blended. I've taken the liberty to make my tea yesterday and freeze it in ice cubes. Here we go. These are our green tea cubes. We're going to be adding our lye directly to that. Okay. As I mentioned in the previous video, I like to use Essential Depot's micro bead lye. To me, it's just less fumes. It's a little bit easier for me to work with. Okay. We've already pre-melted our oils here. Coconut oil, castor, olive oil, mango butter, avocado oil. And am I forgetting anything? Let me see. Olive oil, did I say that? Okay, let's make soap. I have my overhead fan here for ventilation. I know, like, when I started making soap, I know that, like, I just couldn't stand videos that already started. Like, oh, you've already measured everything. You've already, like, how do I know how much to put? How do I know what you guys are doing exactly? Well, you got to take a soap class or look at Brambleberry's Soap Queen TV. That is on YouTube. And also there's some videos on soapcalc.net, how to work a soap calculator. So you can figure out how to measure these things. What we've done, this is actually 36 ounces normally of water that we would normally use. We've actually just subtracted the sea moss, we've weighed it, and the difference we've used in liquid form. For the water portion, we're using tea, and we've frozen it. Just like any of your milk soaps or anything like that, you know that we don't want to scorch the tea or lose any of its properties, so that's why we do it like that. We're just going to mix this around. It's turning a dark color. That's just a chemical reaction. I hope that doesn't discolor the soap, because my goal here is to have a wonderful green and rose colored soap. We're going to be using Nurture Soap Celadon Green for the green portion, and rose clay from Nature's Garden. The scent that we're using today is a wonderful cosmetic grade fragrance oil from Nature's Garden, Fresh Cut Roses, and this is actually true to what it says. It smells just like roses. I use it in my rose soap. I have a bar here on the carrying rack. I don't have it available on the website, but I got a few little petals on top here. Wonderful scent that I use for my rose scent. If you wanted something a little more natural, I suppose you would use like a rose geranium essential oil or something like that. It's up to you. Just make sure our ice is a little melted here. While that's melting, we're going to measure our fragrance oil here. You're going to add your sea moss gel directly to your oils. So we just throw that in. This adds a wonderful slickness to soap if you've made any soaps with any purees. And then you can look up your own properties for topical uses for sea moss gel. We're not allowed to make any claims, unfortunately, regarding that. And I have some wonderful botanical, this is actually tea that Kissa gave me from Plants and Teas, a wonderful cherry green tea that she has on her line. I'm going to use that for the top of the soap. Let's weigh out 3 ounces of our fragrance oil here. There we are. Make sure that our, let's see how our tea is doing. It's still a dark color. You have a few little cubes in there. Let's just try to make sure everything is melted. It's really, really dark. This soap might not be green and rose after all, but we can see after we blend it with the oils and everything. We still have a few little unmelted pieces here. We just have to be patient. See some of the pieces that are like kind of scorched in here. We just want to keep stirring and be patient. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I decided to blend off camera. My frozen green tea was taking a little long to dissipate. And so basically, instead of like dumping all of your lye at once, you want to pour your lye little by little so that everything's even. Can you see? Can you come closer? So this is what we have after we've blended. It's like a light little greenish color, greenish hue to it. Hopefully that will change once I add some stuff to it here. I'm going to split my batter. I want to do a slight little swirl with the green and the rose clay. I don't know if I want to do green into pink or pink into green. I think we'll do pink into green, or green into pink. What do you think, Michael? Green into pink. Green into pink. Let me see here. Okay, so that means the majority of our batter will be the rose clay. I dropped my rubbing alcohol to get rid of that pesky soda ash. That's fine. We're going to use that later. So green into pink it is. Let's see. I have a spoon here. Let's see. So we're going to put our rose clay into the, well, looks about almost equal. You can't see up in here, but this is our rose clay. And then the green, we're going to do the celadon green. I love this green. You know, there's other ways to make a natural green like a spirulina, but spirulina actually, as your soap cures, the wonderful green goes away. So I'm using just micas here today. We're going to do little by little. You can always add more later, but you can't take away, obviously. So that's how we're going to do this. All right. When ingested, sea moss has wonderful properties and is very good with immunity. I believe it's 102 essential minerals for your body from the ocean. You can just take it with a spoon. You can put it in smoothies like we do. Today we're adding it to soap. Green tea also has some wonderful properties. Do not rely on my information. Look up your own information regarding properties. Like I said, I can't make any medical claims or anything like that. At the end of the day, it's soap, very cleansing for your body, and we don't want to make any claims, or we don't want to make any false claims either. So it's still not at a heavy trace. You can still work with it to get a wonderful swirl. Look at that green. Beautiful. All right. Let's do our swirl. My favorite for now, my favorite mold by Nurture Soap, a 5-pound wooden mold with a silicone liner. Clean as you go. We're gonna do a swirl and then we're gonna be out of here. Well, I'm not gonna be out of here. I have children and dinner to prepare, but you'll be out of here. Hopefully enjoying the rest of your evening. All right. Let's go ahead and, you said green into pink. Okay. I think that might work as well. Let's give it a little stir. It did that thing that it did the other time. Bear with me a bit. Our wonderful rose clay here, our sea moss, coconut oil, castor oil, avocado oil, mango butter. It's a wonderful dark pink color. There we go. Wonderful smooth soap batter. It didn't misbehave, which is good. Misbehaving soap. All right, so we placed our rose clay batter here first, tapping it down, getting rid of any little bubbles. This has thickened up quite a bit. That's fine, it happens. I'm gonna give it a little stir. Try to get some of these little lumps out. Gonna do a quick swirl, and then we're gonna come back with a cut. A day or two is fine. If you do a C-pop method, you can do next day. I'm usually in a rush because I need to use the mold again. And so this is, once again, this is a collaboration with Plants and Teas. She's providing the wonderful purple sea moss for me, and I am making the soap, adding my oils and butters and fragrance oil. This will be available, you can hit her up in about a month at Plants and Teas on IG. Or DM me, I will have some more information. Let's do a quick swirl using our hanger tool here. We're gonna go all the way down, bring it up, bring that beautiful pink up. There we go. Can you get in here, Michael? Can you see it? You can swirl in both directions. You can swirl in one direction. See? I want to get a shot of this wonderful, beautiful tea that she's provided me. Use it as a decoration for the top of our soap here. There we go. obviously you want to use gloves, not like me. I've been soaping for since 2016. It's a really bad habit. But safety first, guys. You want to have your forearms covered. You want to use latex gloves or nitrile if you're allergic. Get those bubbles out. We're going to do a little textured top here. And we're going to place our botanicals on one side. That should be nice. We're going to spritz the top with, I actually have, it's kind of hard to get a hold of rubbing alcohol these days, but 99% rubbing alcohol. Some soap makers do a 1-to-1 ratio and they don't experience soda ash. If you get a really good gel phase, I'm told you don't have to worry about that. I've never tried that. You don't have to have a textured top if you don't like. I like the way it looks after a cut. It's just a beautiful, have these wonderful indentations of hills and valleys, and it just has a nice look to me. When I first started soaping, I didn't know what that was. I was just like, what are they doing with the spoon? Like, why? All right. Isn't that beautiful? So we're gonna put that at the edge of our soap. This is going to cure for a minimum of 4 weeks, 6 weeks for a harder bar. And this is why you need gloves. And I believe this is a blend of green tea, and I believe it has something cherry, something in it. Isn't that beautiful? So we have our two colors here, our wonderful rose clay, our wonderful scent of rose, our green tea. We have real green tea in here, real Japanese green tea botanicals to top it off with, our wonderful oils, and we actually have 5% of extra oil in here for moisture. If you guys take the time to educate yourself on commercial soaps versus handmade soaps, if you've never used handmade soap, try a bar. You may never go back to commercial soap. I'm not trying to sway you either way. I'm not a bully. But it's better to know what's in your soap, you know? No harsh chemicals and dyes and, you know, things that are just not good for you. All right, we're gonna spritz with our alcohol. Follow me IG, Sweet Soul Soaps. Website is www.sweetsoulsoaps.com. Follow Plants and Teas on IG. Pan in for a final shot. Come close. Isn't that beautiful? All right, guys, peace. Hi guys, welcome back. It's Linda with Sweet Soul Soaps here, and we're doing a cutting video for our wonderful sea moss soap. Isn't that beautiful? This is soap that we made the other day with my collaboration with Plants and Teas. Go follow her on IG. Rose clay, we have a wonderful green mica, coconut oil, mango butter, sea moss of course, and our beautiful loaf here. We've used some of her dried tea to put on top here. We want to go ahead and put that down so we don't have drag marks in our soap. It made a beautiful swirl. Each one is different. She wanted like a light pink, but I went ahead and used a rose clay, so it's like a little bit darker, but that's okay. It came out beautiful nevertheless. Trying to make more content for you guys for your viewing pleasure. As I mentioned before, I don't bevel the soaps. Just a slight textured top. Isn't that wonderful? Follow Sweet Soul Soaps on IG, Plants and Teas on IG, and go to my website, sweetsoulsoaps.com. Check my IG for pop-up info. Bye.